Let's look at this Gauss contest question. This is about two joggers running in a track. First, let's convert this language to the math language. In order to do so, let me first set the v1 is the speed of jogger 1 and v2 is the speed of jogger 2, and also set the length of the track as L. This V is, let's use the unit of meter per second, and then the length in meters. Okay, so with this, we can see first, it says they are running on their constant speed and in opposite directions from one another around the oval track, like this. They meet every 36 seconds. For example, you can see here if jog 1 is running this way and jogger 2 is running the other way, they meet 36 seconds. What does it mean? It means in 36 seconds, they cover the length of the track. In math, let's show this expression. That means V1 plus V2 times 36 equal L, the length of track. We covered this sentence. Next, the first jogger completes one lap of track in a time that, when measured in seconds, is a number between 80 and 100. How do we convert this to math language? We can find out the time of the first jogger. The time is equal to the length over the speed. And this time is between 80 to 100. So we can say this L over V is greater than 100, less than, greater than 80, but less than 100. So we got two expressions. Then we see the third one. The second jogger completes one lap of track in a time, which is t, and t is a positive integer. So what's t? T equal to L over V2, sorry. Now, the question here is the product of the smallest and the largest possible integer value of t is what number? So basically the question is asking about the range of t. Once we find out the smallest and the largest number, and we get the product, and that's the question about. So to find out the range of t, we need to find the expression of L over V2. To get to this expression, And we have to use what we have known before, this expression 1 and 2, and try to use these two expressions to find out the range for V2. How do we do that? You can notice that there's one expression here. There's a range between 80 to 100. If we can substitute this V1 with V2 expression, and it will be substituted in a way that we can use T to make the expression, and then we can find out some expression of T between this range. That's how we can find the range of T. Let me show you in detail. First, from the first expression, we can see V1 and V2, if we divide it 36 on both sides, we can see the left side is left with a V1 plus V2, the right side is left with this, and then V1 is equal to L36 minus V2. And we can make it like a fraction, 36. To convert it to fraction, I times 36 and this V2, and then use 36 as the denominator. So once I find out V1 here, L I can replace the V1 into this expression. So L over V1, and then I can find out this. Okay, so from this, you can see 1 over V1 is equal to L minus 36 V2, 36. And if I times L on both sides, so I can say L over V1 equal 36 L minus 36 V2. So here, that's what we are looking for. So I replace this by this. So I got 36 L minus 36 V2 is greater than 80 minus less than 100. So now we need to simplify this expression and then somehow convert this expression to an expression of T. And T is the expression of L and V2. How do we do that? I want to first invert this both 100 and 180. So one thing to be careful, once you invert these numbers, you need to change the sign. You can see once I invert it, it will be easier to simplify. This is L over 36L minus 36V2, 36L. Then this is equal to 36. I divided L on both denominator and denominator, the numerator and denominator. And then here, divided both the numerator and denominator by 36. So that's this. And then here I can add this minus 36 minus 1/36 on both, on these three parts of this inequality. So I use another piece of paper to show that. Let me first copy this one. Minus 1/36, and this then we can see here is VL minus this greater than 100 minus, and I can see this is V2 over L. I need to remember here we need to change to expression of L over V2, so I can do a first I need to take out the minus expression, so I times -1 on 3 of this expression, so and this is V2L, this is 36, and be careful, once I times a minus sign I need to change the direction of this inequality. And after that I invert this expression, and this is again, once I invert I need to change this direction of this inequality. And now you can see this is actually equal to t. So we get the expression t is between these two numbers. For the sake of time, I don't do the detailed calculation of this. You can simply just use the fraction calculation, and you can see this t it's between 56.25 less than 65.4. So t is greater than 57 and less than 65, because t is the positive integer. So the product of the smallest times the biggest integer of t is this, which is equal to 3705. That's the option of A. Did you get this? The important part in this solution is first you set the variables of v1 and v2 and L. And once you have this variable set, you can get this expression of this 1, 2, 3 expression. And with these expressions, you can use the v1 and v2's relationship, and then use the number 2 expression to find out the range of t. So that's the whole process of getting this question answer.